Everything you've been taught about business is a lie. Well, maybe not everything, but a lot of the stuff you're shoveled, especially in school, is a load of crap. And it may well be the reason why you perhaps try to launch a business and you fail. And one of the many things which you're taught wrong is how to actually communicate effectively with your clients. And this applies for really any business model at all. Obviously, I teach video editing, but this applies to everything. What a lot of you do is you position yourselves as mere cogs in the machine of your client's business. And that cog is very replaceable. And if you're replaceable, that means that you're not very high leverage and that you can be replaced. And that's no good, because that means you're not going to earn the money which you want. The way you make big bucks in business is by becoming irreplaceable. Because once you're in that position, your clients will be willing to pay you a lot more because they don't want to lose you. And frankly, the way you communicate is insanely important. Anything you want in life is simply behind how well you're able to sell yourself and your services. What a lot of you lack is social finesse. But that's okay. In this video, I'm gonna go over the biggest mistake you are all making when you're talking to your clients for business. And again, this applies for every business model, so please listen up, it's very important. Now, a lot of you know that I worked very closely alongside Hamza to build up his YouTube channel. I started working with Hamza when he had 500 subscribers, and I was getting paid very little. However, within 3 months of working together, we started to get Hamza some very good results, and that's landed him in the position that he's in now. Over 2 million subscribers. How was I able to do this? I'm a very good video editor, guys, but I'm not the best. There's probably better video editors out there. And the good thing about creative endeavors is that it's very subjective. You could have someone who is mechanically better at using the software than me, but are they as creative? Do they understand the objective like I do? So it's very subjective. But none of that would have worked if I wasn't able to position myself as someone high leverage inside of Hamza's business. If I immediately positioned myself as a cog in a machine, I would have been treated like one. And therefore, I probably wouldn't have been motivated to develop the Jeffrey and Adonis format, which is what really helped Hamza explode his popularity in the self-improvement scene. It's the absolute perfect branding. And without the positive feedback loop of actually feeling valued inside of Hamza's business, I wouldn't have done that. How did I position myself as a valuable member of Hamza's team? This is the most important part, guys. And this is what a lot of you are doing wrong. You're positioning yourself as a cog in the machine of their business by speaking like a corporate bot. Hello, sir. Yes, your video will be ready at 5 p.m. Apologies for the delay. Signed, Sam. Imagine if I spoke like that to Hamza. What does speaking like that achieve? It's what you've all been taught. It's what you see in letters when you receive them. It's how you see big businesses address their problems. But guys, we're not just a part of a big corporate machine. If you're working one-to-one with a client, the absolute best way that you can find leverage inside of that relationship is actually becoming friends with them. And I'm not saying that you need to become best friends. I'm just saying that you should at least inject some of your personality into the business relationship. Because if you manage to do that, you're positioning yourself as an actual human being rather than a cog. And so when you ask for a pay raise, or if a problem comes up in your project and you have to ask for some leeway, because you've already established yourself as a human, you're far more likely to have things go your way. If you were replying like a corporate bot and you failed completely to establish any sort of relationship with your client, and then you go to him and ask for a pay raise, they're far more likely to think, fuck this guy. I'm gonna find someone else who can edit my videos, and then I don't have to pay them more. Because think about it, guys, if you are a cog, they're gonna treat you as if you are a machine. And machines are very binary. When you ask for a pay raise, all they're hearing is, oh, I'm gonna have to spend more money. However, if you're actually emotionally involved with your client, it's adding a whole new level of variables. If you're actually truly on their team, if they like you, if you prove valuable in that sense, it's far more likely that they don't want to lose you, and so they're going to be willing to pay you more to keep you on the team. Real quick, guys, every single influencer that you're following has someone writing their emails for them. I am of the 0.001% of influencers who actually write their own emails, and I try my very best to pump as much value into them as humanly possible. Subscribe to the email list. It's completely free, no strings attached. And if you don't like my emails, you can unsubscribe anytime, no problem. Back to the video. You don't want the decision making to be binary, because your client, when presented with that decision, do I want to spend more money, yes or no? Or should I just get another bot who can do the same job? They're most of the time just going to get another bot. Because I actually built the relationship I built with Hamza. It's what actually provided me the motivation to deliver the results I delivered. If I like my client who I'm working with, I'm far more likely to want to see them win. And that actually positions me as a much more valuable person than anyone you'd find on, for example, Fiverr straight away. If you're trying to juggle multiple clients and you don't give a shit about any of them, you're immediately far more replaceable. You could find another guy on Fiverr willing to edit your videos for X amount of money who will equally not give a fuck about you. And this is the important part, guys. Once you start injecting your personality into the relationship, if you don't do this next thing, it won't fucking work. This is the key now. You want to inject your personality into the business relationship, but you need to back it up with results. If you're just being a clown, but you're not even very good at what you do and you're not delivering the results, it's gonna end very badly for you. You're gonna come across as a bad faith actor and a scammer. When I started working with Hamza, again, he had 500 subscribers and he was paying me $10 per video, which is terrible. But what I did was I went above and beyond in my role before the rewards were actually readily available to me. And that made me an even more valuable asset to Hamza because Hamza understood that I sacrificed, even when the fruits weren't really ready to harvest, to get him into the position that he's in now. And that gave me a lot more leverage to earn more money doing what I love doing. And it also allowed me to scale the hierarchy of his business. Eventually, I upgraded from video editor to essentially right-hand man who would manage all of the other video editors, which again will give you more of what you want, which is influence and cash. If I was a corporate bot who typed, "Hello sir, yes, your video will be ready X time, thank you for your patience, signed Sam," that wouldn't have happened. None of it would have happened, honestly. I think on the most part, what a lot of people who do client work is lacking in is social finesse. Maybe you have the skills, maybe you don't have the skills just yet. Again, I don't think I was the best video editor when I started working with Hamza, but what I did have is a massive growth mindset and I did position myself correctly and I backed it up with results. A few days ago, I was talking to one of my students inside of the academy on WhatsApp, and he told me that he got a new client, but his pay was very low. And I questioned why he was working for such little pay. And he said, "I don't know, I've never negotiated before." So I worked with him on a one-to-one basis for about half an hour, gave him some good advice, and a few hours later, he sent me a text saying that his pay just got doubled. This is the importance of being able to position yourself as a high leverage individual and not a cog. It's that big of a difference. Double the pay for the same amount of work. Just like that. If you want to join my Academy of Excellence, I teach video editing and how to generate cash online from your bedroom. Stop playing video games on your PC and start making money instead. That's exactly what I do. And my students are getting excellent results. I've got 5 of them flying out to Thailand at the end of this year, which I'm very excited for. I'm going to sit on the beach and smoke cigars with some of my students, which I'm so proud of. If that lifestyle sounds good to you, then you can click the first link in the description. Check out the Video Editing Academy of Excellence. It comes with an absolutely incredible network of video editing talent as well. And every single day there is new client work posted for you to grab up yourself if you are a video editor. And there's also a lot more advice just like this inside of the Academy. So if you liked this, you'll like the Academy. I hope this was helpful. Even if you're not a video editor, I hope this was helpful to you as well. Take care, boys.